There is a little asterisk I'm gonna put by that, but anyway, we're gonna get into it. All right, I wanted to lose. I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to lose like 15, 20 pounds. But let's talk about weight loss. So, all I'm saying, hey bestie, so let's get into it. Your girl finished 75 hard. Woo woo woo! I am so proud of myself. There is a little asterisk I'm gonna put by that, but anyway, we're gonna get into it. All right, so let's talk about it. What is 75 hard? So 75 hard is a 75-day challenge created originally by Andy Frisella. I believe that's how you say his name. So with 75 days, you have to complete 5 tasks. The first one is to drink a gallon of water. You have to do two 45-minute workouts. One of those workouts have to be outside. You have to read 10 pages of a non-fictional book. You have to take a progress picture. And the last thing is to stick to a diet for 75 days. And so those are your 5 things you have to stick to. 75 days of consistency, and it is hard. So whereas some people may see the physical part, the two 45-minute workouts, because I love exercise, that probably was the easiest and funnest part of the challenge. Now I ain't gonna lie, it did get a little annoying. That second workout was like, come on now. But it just, I love that groove that it got me into. One of the probably the biggest things that I struggled with, and the thing that I technically did not complete 75 hard, because of the progress picture. I missed, I think, 3 days of progress pictures. And so I remember vividly the first day I missed it was on day 19. I was like, boom, I'm gonna start over. And then the other part of me was like, okay, but we just gonna keep well, let's just see how this goes. So I didn't even start over. But I missed I think a total of 3 progress pictures. And this is so crazy because I love taking pictures. I love taking selfies. Like, why would I miss anyways? Girl, I don't even talk about it. But so technically, I didn't do 75 hard. If you want to, okay, and you can, okay, judge me, what, no, whatever, judge your mama. Anyways, so, but everything else, like drinking the gallon of water, that was, if you're not used to drinking that much water, of course, the first couple of weeks are going to be a struggle. I am a fitness coach, so I'm all around, I'm moving around all the time. Maybe I kept going in and out of class, like, boom, I need to go to the bathroom. I need to go to the bathroom. So I had to get used to that. But the 10 pages a day, like I completed 2 full books. Now with me, I'm a good starter. Baby, I start things so I'm like, you want me to start something? You want to be starting something? I'm gonna start something. I can start something. Finishing it, no. And so that was one big reason why I decided to do 75 hard. I struggle with finishing. I struggle through finishing tasks, and one way to build self confidence and self trust is to do what you said you're going to do. Is to build that integrity, that integrity with yourself. Like, okay, I said I was going to do this, so then I do it. And over the last, I don't know, year or so, or maybe even longer, I've been breaking my self trust down by not completing the task that I said I was going to do, write things down and not complete it. And so I wanted 75 hard to help me regain that confidence and that self trust. And that's exactly what it did. Like me even finishing 75 hard, was just a big accomplishment. But me finishing those books, I remember I almost cried when I closed the first book, read the last page. And it was such a big thing because I have not finished a book in years. I have like 5, 6 books that I've started over the years. Finishing is a whole different thing. And so it was a big deal for me when I closed the last page on that book. I was like, oh, so good. The 2 books I read were the first one was You're a Badass at Making Money by Jen Sincero. And so good, just, money mindset, and just really kind of revamping your mindset about what money is, and not making it a big deal, and kind of really giving yourself permission to make money. Like, it's a good book. She do cuss in it, so if you don't like the foul language, then don't. But the other book, the second book, which was So good. It was called Full by I'm not even gonna try to pronounce her name. I'm just gonna put it up there, okay? But the book is called Full and it's Finding Fulfillment in Jesus. And it just talks about food addictions, and which was just so eye-opening for me and making me realize that there is a food addiction. So another thing that I wanted to do 75 hard was, or what another reason why I wanted to really get into 75 hard was because I knew that my sugar addiction was getting out of hand. I can eat sweets, I can eat candy, I can particularly cakes and pies and brownies. I can eat that breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You hear me? If you sent me a brownie right here, baby, we eating it. Yummy. But it became this almost addictive behavior to whereas I wasn't able to stop. Like I would tell myself, "Oh, you're not going to eat any sweets today." And sure enough, I would stop if I knew I didn't have sweets at home. And then here's another thing. I knew I didn't have sweets at home, but then I didn't want my family to know that I was eating sweets. So I would sneak and eat sweets in my car. And so that's where you know there's a problem. Like, if we're sneaking, baby, you got a problem. So 75 Hard really helped me reset that. But reading that book full just taking a biblical approach to addiction and replacing all of those cravings with craving for and pursuing Jesus and pursuing his word, like that was such a big thing to me. And I just recommend that book to everybody. I recommend both of those, the You're a Badass at Making Money and Full, both of them, just really good books. And when I completed that book, when I closed that chapter, then I started was just reading the Bible and just got to dive more into the Bible, which was just such a beautiful thing. But the overall goals that I wanted was I wanted mental clarity. I wanted to build my self trust, self confidence back. I wanted to lose, I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to lose like 15, 20 pounds. But let's talk about weight loss. So, can you lose a lot of weight on doing 75 hard? Absolutely. Did I? No. I lost about probably 10 pounds or so. So I'll show my before and after pictures. And let me be grateful. I am grateful for those 10 pounds that I lost because I was holding on to those 10 pounds for a long time. I just had hopes of losing a lot more, but I know that because I am older, because I am 43, baby, yeah, I can't do the same thing I was doing when I was just 20. Nutrition and getting into the protein, the macros, and all of the details that matters. It's always mattered, but especially when you get older, it's a little bit harder. I'm not gonna lie. So you young women, love this season you are in now. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not putting no shade on 40s and 50s because baby, it's a good time. It's a good time that we're having as we are older, but it's different. So, anyways, I did lose weight. I did get control of my eating habits into whereas now almost a month, over a month, finishing 75 hard, I'm still a little bit better with my food than I was before. And I'm so grateful for that. I'm grateful that I finished. Like finishing and here's the thing, the word of for this year is to finish. The word for 2024 was finished, is finished. And so I'm super proud that I was able to finish. I like that's just such a big thing for me. And again, one I really wholeheartedly believe one way to build confidence in yourself, build trust in yourself, is to do the things that you said you were going to do. Because it's between you. You know, if I tell myself like, "Hey, you're not going to do this," and then here I go doing it, I'm just kind of those that inner dialogue. I'm hearing it. I'm taking notes. I'm like remembering. It's like, oh, you be lying. You know what I mean? So it's such a big thing. But 75 hard. Would I do it again? Probably not. Probably not. Now, ask me in a couple years, who knows? But right now, no. I probably ain't gonna do 75 hard again. Do I think you should do it? Yes. Yes, I do. Do you maybe if you don't do the exact rules, some kind of modification of it? If you've never done anything challenging, if you've never pushed yourself outside of your comfort zone, outside of your limit, do it. Like the confidence that you get from doing something that is hard, that is challenging, it's undescribable. there is nothing else like that finish feeling. I tell people all the time that, physical fitness is more than just looking a certain way. Physical fitness is about that inner dialogue, that self confidence, that self trust, that I'm moving my body. Like it is, and the endorphins, but there's something that you can't get from anywhere else. And so, is 75 hard for everybody? Yeah, I think so. I think so. Do you want to do the modified versions of it, the 75 medium, 75 soft? I've seen different variations of it. I'm here for all of that. But if you need a jump start to do something, if you need a jump start, if you need kind of what I was looking for, just a little bit more clarity, a little bit just getting out of that slump, then do it. Absolutely do it. Listen, friends, you guys have a great one. And remember, you can do hard things because Christ is with you. You're loved.